Welcome to Hermanos F.C, and I am here with my brother, and today we're going to talk about the new Galacticos. But before we get into the topic, just want to thank people who have been watching and subscribed. So please give us a like, give us a subscription there, click on the link, and if you don't, I will kick a soccer ball into my brother's face if you don't subscribe to our channel. All right, that's a threat to you, buddy.
Wow.
Before we get into it, I want to just talk about what's been going on. Kylian Mbappé has announced that he is leaving PSG officially.
Mm-hmm.
There's no cemented news that he's going to Real Madrid, but it's all indications that that's where he wants to go. He said it. Real Madrid has said that they wanted him. They're the ones that will put up the money for him. He's also leaving on a free. So it's not like they have to pay PSG for it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty obvious that he's going to be the new signing, or at least one of the new signings for the next season. With that being said, how strong is that team going to be now with Kylian Mbappé if he joins?
Honestly, they're going to be scary. Who's going to stop them? I don't know. Because they're all young.
Yeah.
They're not. It's not like he's joining. They don't need to add like a crazy amount of pieces. You know what I mean? They're all super young.
Right.
Jude's been playing amazing. They have Valverde. Camavinga's been playing great.
Want to look at the lineup real quick so we could see what the team is going to possibly look like for next season. We have here. I just want to go to their attacking. I think that's the most important.
Essentially, right? They're going to lose for sure Modric and Kroos.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got Valverde.
Mm-hmm.
You got Tchouaméni, Camavinga. These two, Gruler, and there's no. Brahim Diaz. They possibly put him in there. Why not? And then
Vinny in the front and Rodrigo.
Yeah, with Mbappe. Like, who the hell's gonna keep up with them? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And then in the back line, there apparently the rumor is also Alphonso Davies too.
Right. That's right.
So,
Alphonso Davies in the back. They're going to be scary, man. They're going to be a scary team.
The only one who leaves is Kepa, apparently. Kepa goes back to Chelsea because he's on loan.
The crazy thing is, too, we also don't know what other X Factor players are going to want to come on that, for whatever reason, he just pops up.
Because they'll get Davies and they have to pay for him. Mbappe's coming on the free. And since you lose Kroos and Modric, you're gonna want bench, right? Depth wins you championships. I don't know whoever wants to win comes. Basically, honestly.
Yeah, they're gonna be super scary. I think that's one of the things I wanted to talk about was kind of him coming on. We don't know the amount that he's gonna get paid a year, but he's probably gonna be paid. He's probably gonna be one of the top.
Athletes. No. Apparently, he's getting. No, because he's getting paid ridiculous at PSG. He's getting paid like an absurd amount of money. So he's going to drop quite a bit. But
really? So he'll go to take the pay cut to PSG?
He wants to win.
To Real Madrid?
Yeah, he wants to win. And I'm not shitting on the French league or anything like that, but like it's kind of only PSG and, Olympique Marseille. It's not...
Yeah. Okay. So now Real Madrid will be stacked. So we have all these people in the lineup. With that kind of team, they're going to win the league. Now, here's the thing, though, and I think we've had this debate, and we'll talk about it real quick before we get going. Is La Liga a strong enough league for a team like Real Madrid? That's what the team is going to possibly look like next season. Is the Liga strong enough league to say that they would truly be the best team in Europe?
It depends, because it'll depend who Barcelona could bring in. Which I don't know how they could bring in more players because they owe a shit ton of money. That's all very strange to me.
Mm-hmm.
Atletico, the same thing. I would like to see a fourth team, maybe like back in the day, right? You had Sevilla, you had Villarreal. They're not like, nothing teams, but I think Real Madrid is going to have a very easy year, or it could be one of those crazy things too, that you have too much firepower, right?
And they don't
they don't gel well. Yeah, they don't gel well.
Yeah, that is a very real thing. I mean, I think there's always a debate that is the Premier League better. What's the best league in the world?
I think it's the Premier League.
The Premier League. But why does a team like Real Madrid, as of right now, are going to the final in the Champions League? Is that a good indicator that they're the stronger league? I've always said give them a fucking season in the Premier League and they wouldn't be the same kind of team.
No, I believe that because it's harder. Their schedule's a bit harder. The games are a lot more condensed in the Premier League, and you can also lose to like, a last place team. Mm-hmm. Where in La Liga it does happen, but it's not really that common. You know what I mean? You kind of know if Real Madrid's gonna go play fucking Getafe.
Right.
Sorry, right. Getafe, you're gonna get destroyed.
Yeah. So I think one of the last things just being said is that this for me feels like it's the new Galacticos, and that term came up back in the 2000s when they had Zidane and Ronaldo and David Beckham.
Yeah.
And I can go on and on and on to like some of the best players in the world that were playing at the same time in Real Madrid, which gave Real Madrid so much cachet too. Like they became so much more popular because of those players. Every single person on that team, not every single person, but most of the players on that team had won a World Cup up to that point, or right before, or right after. Like that's how strong that team was. Ronaldo had won a World Cup, Zidane won a World Cup. Who else was in that the Galacticos? Let me pull that up real quick.
Jeez, you got Roberto Carlos. You got
right, exactly.
You had Casillas in goal. You had I don't even know. There's too many. Guti in the middle. You had Zidane, Figo.
Yeah. So we had here. Now this isn't the one I'm talking about here. Yeah, we have Figo there. Yeah. So here's actually let me pull this up so you can see it. It's just a Wikipedia, but it gives us like the rundown. Yeah, here we go. Michael Owen, Robinho, Sergio Ramos,
Raul,
David
Jesus
Beckham,
Christ.
Ronaldo, Luis Figo, Zidane, Raul, Guti, Roberto Carlos, and Icar, so on and so forth.
You're probably looking at like squad. Honestly, you're probably
all
looking at
those players I think won a World Cup at one point.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you're probably looking at like the modern day repeat of that.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Because you got everyone there's just playing so goddamn good right now, and even if the Champions League is in like 3 weeks, something like that. They're gonna destroy Dortmund.
Yeah. I would love to see Dortmund win, but truly from like just a footballing perspective, and not as a fan, I think to see this team be poised to be the team that everyone's expecting, right? If Mbappé really does go there, which I mean, pretty accurate. It seems like he will. To see this team next season is actually going to be something that even as a non-Madrid fan, I'm like actually like curious to see how dominating they can be and like what kind of team that looks like.
I'm just hoping that we don't get like he can't be bigger than the club here. You know what I mean?
If he has an attitude adjustment, that hopefully it doesn't.
Yeah. He can't be bigger than that club. You know what I mean? If he tries, it's not going to go well for him.
Yeah, he's in a bigger club now. Like,
He's not. That shit don't fly there. Like they'll sit him down if he needs to.
yeah. Yeah, but we'll see. That'll be all interesting. That'll be a good storyline to see kind of his development and see like what he does there. It's crazy to think that he's still super young.
Yeah, crazy.
And so, anyway, but that's. I just wanted to touch on that. I wanted to talk to you about that. Just want to thank everyone again for listening to us, and we'll talk on the next one, dude.
Later, guys.